If you find yourself looping in any given moment, if you catch it, pause, check the tone of the energy. What's the quality that you're sensing, that you're feeling, that you know is ringing? And tune in and see if it needs anything, if it wants anything from you to help balance or to help harmonize or to discharge or to enhance or to encourage or to simply more deeply feel. Oh. Feelings. You remember what it's like to be a teenager? I remember massive insecurities, crushing self-doubt, hyper self-consciousness, comparison and always coming up short. And just a sense of disconnection, like lack of belonging. This was my intimate experience. And I was a functioning member of school. It wouldn't have been obvious. And it was a constant for me in my internal landscape. And you know who helped me navigate that? All those big feelings and passions and energies and overwhelm. Nobody was counseling, coaching, or guiding me on how to be with myself in the midst of these feelings that seemed all-encompassing. I'm too close to the property of these dogs, so I'm going to walk to let them settle down. And so all those emotions, I learned how to manage. And I think we all learned how to manage those overwhelming, raw eruptions of emotional energy in our bodies when we were teenagers, the angst and the confusion and just the sense of belonging, doubting oneself or understanding what the barometer of a being is. And so we do our best as we age and our world reflects back to us different scenarios or different characters. And if you're lucky, you can start to notice repeating patterns. And you can get a sense that maybe all that energy that you've been managing to repress and suppress emotionally as you've aged into a 20, 30, 40-year-old will unconsciously play itself out in your romantic relationships and your business relationships and that annoying coworker that just when you see them, something happens in your gut. Do you really think it's about Teresa at work? Bob in accounting always harassing you for getting your stuff in on time? No. Track the feelings. Trust yourself enough now because you're more mature and have more access, more awareness. Trust yourself to start to feel, oh God, every time I get an email from Bob, my gut hurts. Pause, track the feeling. What's the tone? Oh my God, I got this feeling when I was 12 years old and got into that fight with my brother about borrowing his glove. And it made me feel scared and insecure and afraid and alone. But at that age, young boys are told to suck it up. Manage that. Don't express that. That's not okay. If you're going to do it quick and not so loud. So that stays in your programming energetically, and you beam out this signal, unaware, completely innocently. And the universe just keeps giving you back Bob's and Teresa's, and you just keep feeling terrible on the inside until one day you're tired of feeling terrible. You're tired of that response. You're tired of having to manage it with addictions and distractions. Those don't feel good anymore either. What feels good, paying attention, offering some space, some compassion. Whew. Some compassion for the experience and everybody involved in it, including mainly yourself, and all the negative stories you bought into about yourself based on that event that happened so long ago. It's just this repeating loop, this pattern in your consciousness. But we're waking up. So compassion for all the stuffed feelings, compassion for feeling afraid to want to look at them or much less be with them. What does that mean? I have to feel this rejection and betrayal and disappointment and woundedness. Well, it really is a privilege to feel anything. It's a privilege to feel anything. So put it in its proper sacred context and feel your way back to wholeness. And that includes all the shades of reality. From pure white to the richest, deepest black. There's no tone left untouched in all of human consciousness, and you are that. So it may be scary to start waking up to this awareness of how feelings are such an impactful part of your reality and what is playing out in your reality. And if you want more peace and connection and confidence and groundedness and the truth of who you are, start to feel your way there. Create safety for yourself and give yourself the time and space and your own presence. Tune in to what is really happening in your feeling state and offer it compassion, the compassion that you deserved when you were a child, a teenager. Give yourself all that compassion that was lacking in the day. Give it to yourself now, because you're having some feelings now. Give them their proper respect, and you don't have to manage your stuff anything away. And then you are free and fluid and flowing, collaborative and creative and free. So when you notice the heaviness, or when you notice the looping, when you feel a response in your gut or your chest or your throat, give yourself a moment of your own loving presence. Tune in. What's the energy? Trace it, track it, ask what it needs, offer it, harmonize, balance, alchemize. The compassion of Kuan Yin is here for all of us. Now more than ever, explorers of the unknown, we are on the novel edge of consciousness, leaning toward truth and wholeness. So much gratitude for each of you and your journey and your truth. Good luck in your continued feeling your way to freedom. I love you very much.